what does my body need right now, right? So often our bodies are constantly communicating to us, right? The question is whether we learn to what we listen. Let's be real, that's a fact. You feel me? So some of us out here are pushing through, you feel me, trying to get more money, trying to do whatever we got to do, right, to get to the other side of whatever we're looking for, whatever we desire. But we got to be real with ourselves, right? We need to understand what burnout is, right? We got to slow down, right? So really understand your capacity, really knowing to get that rest, really to understand to read your body and get this awareness, right? So you're not the only one, so let's normalize this experience, right? So many people ignore their body's signals, and you know what I mean, to keep their daily demands, to kind of keep pushing through, like I said, right? But it is common to push through that fatigue, that hunger, that tension, or even that stress. But over time, like I said, disconnecting from your body can make it harder to recognize what you truly need. Some of us, like I said, are in repetition. We're going to work, we're doing what we used to do, and we're just, we're just prone to be in this comfortability state. But like I said too, we don't want to lose sight of your reality in addition to what's going on with you, your body, your internal, with your capacity, etc. Right? I think it's really important for us to have solitude, detach, get away from the noise. Sometimes even detach from just, you feel me, the environment. Let's be real. That's why that when we go on vacations, it hits different, right? It really hits us different. We come back with more of a fresh mindset because we need to detach, we need to unplug, right? Even from the phones, right? Even from dysfunctional dynamics, you feel me? So let's be real with ourselves. Let's understand what's going on. Let's be more intuitive. But like I said, let's just find an area where we're able to, like I said, get into nature. If you let the birds chirp, get around the water, whether you're at a beach, whether you're at a pond, like, and really sit with yourself and really build this rapport with yourself, because this is very important, right? So I really want you guys to have this attachment for your body, because it's really important, right? When it comes to psychoeducation, the body often communicates through, the sensations before that conscious is able to recognize what's happening emotionally, right? Like I said, so it's really important for, like I said, to recognize what's going on with our body and what's going on with the stress that's going on with us, right? Because it will manifest in different ways. For instance, I say to someone, right, you may not even play football in your life, but you won't look like a football player, if you know what I mean. Them shoulder blades, you feel me? The tension of the stress, like I said, it manifests off the body. So stress can show up, like I said, that muscle tension, headaches, shallow breathing, digestion changes, right? Or even that fatigue, like your body just is starting to break down. You feel me? So I really want us to understand that, you feel me? We need to slow down, make sure we're taking care of our body on a healthy aspect. We're putting the good things into our body so we can feel good, right? But we know when to slow down and get that rest, that proper sleep, right? And if we're not getting that proper sleep, we need to see, you feel me? A doctor perhaps, right? So we're able to, like I said, mediate these areas in our lives, so we're able to have a straight balance and that good rapport with our body, right? So meeting basic physical needs supports emotional regulation and clear thinking. This is why it's really important for us we got to spend time when it comes to working out, right? Breaking that stress, that cortisol from our body, right? I always say people too that depression and anxiety usually comes when you stagnant, when you isolated, when you just be by yourself, right? So it's very important to get active, you feel me? Get active, break that cortisol.